Right now, I'm going to show you how to create a tiny planet inside of Photoshop. Alright, I'm Colin Smith from photoshopCAFE, and we're going to start with an aerial photo that I took a number of years ago, and we're going to use this, and then I'll get a few little surprises I'm going to drop in there for you that you're going to enjoy. Now, here's the thing. Once we stitch this, these edges have to match, and notice that the lighting is very different. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to prepare this, and this will help you a lot. What I'm going to do is make a selection on the left-hand side. I'm just really worried about the sky here. And then just hit Control J or Command J to make a copy. And now we've got that little bit of the sky. So why don't we use it to patch it? So that's Control Command T for free transform. Right click and then choose Flip Horizontal. Excellent. Now if I pull this up against the edge here, what will happen is this edge here will now match that other edge. Just a little trick I picked up, from back in the day when we were doing seamless web backgrounds. So what we want to do is add a mask so we can blend it. So with that layer selected, click on Layer Mask. And let's grab the Gradient tool. Hit the D key, will reset foreground background colors to black and white, and make sure that we choose the foreground background option inside there. We want a linear gradient, everything turned up to 100, normal. Alright, now if we drag this, let's see what happens. It's the wrong way. If it goes the wrong way, just drag the other way. And now we get this nice little kind of a blend going on. Now what we need to do though is show that building completely. So let me hide that, and I want to make a selection around the building. Choose a background layer. Then we're going to grab our Object Selection tool and just make a selection around there, and that will select the building. Go back to our regular layer with our layer mask selected, and all we need to do is paint with white inside that selection. White's the foreground color. Let's grab a soft edge brush here, or any brush really, is just grab a default brush, and I can just paint inside of there to show that. Awesome, that's great. Okay, we're ready to go. Alright, so let's just merge these together. So just select both the layers, Control E will merge them. All right, now we're going to do the tiny planet effect. Let's go. So the first thing we need to do is make sure this is a square. So let's choose image size. Now the key here is I want to make sure that the width and the height are the same. So make sure you turn off the little chain. I can see the width is 1600. Let me make the height the same. And click OK. Now we've got a nice square. This is a great start. And what we want to do now is we want to rotate this 180 degrees or flip it. So to do that, just choose Image Rotation. We can either do 180 or Flip Vertical. These will give us the same result. Let's just choose Flip Vertical. And one more step. We're going to choose Filter, and then we're going to go under Filter. We're going to use the Distort menu, and then we're going to choose the polar coordinates. Now you'll see there's two options here. There's rectangular to polar or polar to rectangular. You want to use the top option, or the first option, rectangular to polar, and this will give us the effect. So look at that. Now we've got this really cool kind of a city going on, and you can see it's looking kind of interesting. Now, notice there's no seam there in the middle because we blended the sky, but there's a little bit of a seam in here. So why don't we fix that? So I'm just going to grab the rectangular marquee tool, just make a selection around here, and the first step I'm going to do is take that selection. I only want to go to the top because when it wraps, it just creates that seam at the top, not at the bottom. Now, if you didn't have a building or something more fluid in there, you could have just done the same trick I did with the sky, and it would work. But why don't we fill it with Content Aware? So I'm going to hit Shift Delete or Shift Backspace if you're on Windows. And what we want to do is under Fill, choose Content Aware. Alright, Color Adaptation, and then click OK. And this will kind of merge this together. Control D to deselect. And it just kind of blends this together. Now, people don't necessarily really know what that is. If you want, you can go into Clone Stamp. You can clean it up. But we're going to drop something else in here. I've got a little surprise. We're going to do a King Kong. And under my library, I'm going to go down. I've got a Kong image here, or at least it's a gorilla that I grabbed from Adobe Stock. And I'm just going to double click to open that object from the library into Photoshop. All right, now you're about to learn something really cool about selecting things with fur. All right, so what we want to do is we want to cut out this gorilla. So let's just choose our object selection tool, and then we just want to choose select subject. Now Adobe's AI, it makes a really good job, but these edges are not going to look very good right now. It's going to have very hard edges. So what we want to do is choose select and mask. See how bad those edges are? We're going to fix this in one click. A new feature that drops in 2021, refine here, watch this. Click on it, boom. And notice how much better that hair and fur looks, just like that. We're going to output this here to a new layer with a layer mask. But before I do, notice we've still got some fringing. Let's choose decontaminate colors, click OK, and boom, we've got our Kong nicely cut out. We want to combine it into the other image, so select it and drag it up into the tab. The other image opens. Go down. Notice the cursor is black right now, not the usual white, because I haven't let go yet. Now I'm going to let go. It combines the two into one image. Now we need to scale him. Control T for free transform. Grab a corner and start dragging. Now if you hold down the Alt key or the Option key, it'll do this from the center. And this will make it easier for us to see what's going on. So why don't we drag this around here somewhere. Looks pretty good. And we also have the added bonus that this is going to cover up a multitude of problems. I can see a little line there, so we can fix that easily. Just select the layer mask. So make sure we have black as our foreground. So just hit that little arrow or hit the X key. We've got black there. We paint that out. Gets rid of those edges. Awesome. The other thing I want to do is I want to kind of blend Kong in. So now I'm just going to start to paint around some of these buildings a little bit and start to just kind of blend Kong into the background. Maybe put that under the freeway there, so we just started building him in. Now a little trick you've probably seen on a ton of movie posters. To hide these feet and also give it a little bit of an effect, all we need to do is add a little bit of smoke. So we'll create a new layer here, and I'm going to add smoke. So hit the B for brush. With the brush tool select and make sure we're choosing the foreground color. And I'm going to give it a little bit of gray. So just a touch of gray. And then we're going to go down and we're going to use a cloud brush that I created. So if you want to know how I created this cloud brush, let me know in the comment. And, I'll make a tutorial if that's something you guys want. Oh, by the way, if you're liking this so far, do me a favor, hit like. All right, so why don't we go ahead and we're going to add some of that. So we're going to take our flow down a little bit, maybe around about there. Just begin to paint with this brush a little bit, and we're just laying down a little bit of smoke. That's a little high, so let me bring that flow down even lower. Very low, and I'm just creating a little bit of smoke there. There we go, just a little atmosphere. And then what we're going to do is we're going to build it up. So I'm going to add a little bit of darker smoke. Drop the size of the brush down a little bit. Add a little here and there just to add a little depth to it. Otherwise it looks a little flat when you do this. We don't want that. All right, great. And now we're going to bring it up, make it white. And I'm just going to drop a little bit of white in here and there. And by the way, if you haven't yet subscribed, hit the subscribe button. You'll get a new tutorial from me every single week here at Photoshop Cafe. All right, so there we go. Adding a little bit of smoke. Let it just kind of go off into the edges there between the buildings. It'll sort of make it look a little more realistic. It won't go so high up in the high areas, but definitely all spread in there. And all right, just for fun, why don't we just give it a little bit of color grading just to kind of bring it all together. So what we'll do is we'll just open up the gradients panel here. So we're going to choose the top layer, drag that gradient into the document. Well, let's drag it all the way to the top there. Change the color blend mode. So we got the blend mode from normal. We're going to change it to color. Bring the opacity down a little bit. And now that we've got some opacity going in there, see how we're just kind of mixing those colors there, and that just kind of brings the whole thing together. If you want to change the color, just click on some different colors and see if you find another one that maybe works better. I kind of like that one. So anyway, guys, if you learned anything new here, let me know in the comments underneath. Also introduce yourself. Let us know where you're from, what country you're from. And if you're new here, welcome to Photoshop Cafe. You come to the right place to learn all about Photoshop. If you want to get a new tutorial from me every week, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. So anyway, guys, hope to see you this Thursday live from Lockdown, which is our live stream on YouTube every Thursday at 1 p.m. Pacific time. And if you like this, do me a favor, King Kong style, smash that like button into dust. And until next time, I'll see you at the cafe. Oh, and by the way, guys, I changed the lighting around a little bit. I'm kind of curious if you liked it better, or if you like it better with the flatter lighting. Well, let me know in the comments. All right. See you guys later.